When someone throws Jules Verne in my direction, I usually see what it is all about. Jules Verne wrote a number of novels in the 1800s, like 20,000 Leagues Under the Seas and Around the World in 80 Days. I quite enjoy Jules Verne-inspired movies or games, as they often have some puzzle as to discover the new world or escape from the new world. Then obviously, the new world has strange and extraordinary beasts, and it's something that I've always enjoyed. So, when Under a Rock came knocking, and even though it's not my normal survival horror game that I would play, I could not resist taking a look. Under a Rock is a survival crafting game. It is set in the 1800s, where you are stranded after your balloon crashes on a mysterious island. So you can smell the Jules Verne inspiration, and in particular, the novel Mysterious Island is up there with the developer's motivation. Of course, it is powered by Unreal Engine 5.1, which it seems these days everyone is popping a label onto their games, which doesn't necessarily make it a great game, but I certainly do love the art style that the devs have used here with Unreal Engine. And they have said that Pixar Movies has also had a hand in their inspiration. The developers are a small team of 5 people, and the company goes by the name of Nordic Trolls, which I think is a really cool name. The worlds that we will inhabit and play in are all procedural. According to the devs, they have developed their own system which can generate around 4.3 billion variants of the world that you could possibly play in. So when you start the game, a 64 kilometer square world will be uniquely created for you, which I believe is around about 25 square miles. Each created world will have a seed number which you can go ahead and share. Apparently, you will also not be locked into that particular world. You will be able to freely travel between worlds, and your character stats and gear will be left intact between these worlds. However, Dan, one of the developers, said that they had spent a long time trying to nail down the procedural system so that their worlds would be believable and would have soul. The game will be single player and co-op with up to 10 players. Besides the worlds, the caves are also procedural. All the explorable caves are unique, and there will also be different biomes, which leads you to further experience differences in the cave systems. The caves are seamlessly integrated in that it means that no loading screens when entering or exiting a cave. This also means that monsters can obviously follow you into a cave, and they can follow you out of the cave. Construction and crafting is a major feature of Under a Rock. You can construct huge island resorts, and at launch you will likely be able to save your blueprints so as to construct your works of art at another time or in another world. I think this is similar to how the forest uses blueprints. According to the devs, you can build almost anywhere, even stretching out over the water and into caves. So it means that there's not much limiting your creativity, except probably creativity itself. You will also be able to view your base and other parts of the island from very far away with an amazing view distance. No need to only be a short distance away to take in your magnificent construction abilities. The developers have confirmed that at some point they will also have underwater bases. The game will have some RPG elements in it, and the devs are adding in attributes, skills, and abilities. For example, your main attributes will be might, finesse, vitality, toughness, and discipline, while your skills will revolve around combat skills like spears, armor, or swords, your survival skills like running and swimming, and then you got crafting related skills such as mining or farming. I love survival games that bring in animal husbandry. However, for now, the devs appear to have only mentioned that there will be pets and breeding in the game. You will be able to have companions that will follow you around and are considered true pets. They are loyal, and some can be used as mounts as well as possibly fight for you. They will even be able to level up and have abilities. On the other hand, you will have the general tamed animals that cannot be controlled that much and will likely just wander around your base, adding to that immersion and atmosphere of the game. The world is looking great and beautiful, but what can we say about this game that will make it not just an amazing crafting and building game? What will be difficult and challenging about Under a Rock? First up, your character will have to endure temperature, weather, poisoning, diseases, traps, fatigue, and curses. Food and water is apparently not a major concern for keeping you fed and hydrated, but it's more to give you buffs and various bonuses. It will be advantageous to sleep, and certain constructions will even add to your comfort level, further providing you with bonuses related to your health, stamina, and to resistances. You can get hurt by environmental effects such as fire, lightning, frost, and also the supernatural. How you arrived on the island is apparently through some supernatural event that brings down your balloon. So I'm quite interested to know what possible supernatural abilities you may end up having and may end up wanting to master. We don't have that much on the creatures yet, except that there will be many that are large and small. Certainly the devs have mentioned that there will be bosses and mini-bosses, and as this is based on various novels from Jules Verne, we know that there will be evolved creatures, some pretty huge and quite intimidating. The dodo is not extinct in the world and seems to have become quite a thing with fans on the Discord, where they will do screenshots once per week. Players will try to spot the many dodos in the screenshots. Kind of like a Where's Wally if you are British, or Where's Waldo if you are from the US. The death mechanic is in the game. It's similar to games like 7 Days to Die or Ark, where you will drop your backpack or have to retrieve items from your body. There is an experience loss on stats as well, and also durability penalties on your items when dying. However, the devs have said that a lot of settings will be adjustable so that you can customize your own game to suit your likes and your dislikes. So, when is this baby launching? The devs don't have a launch date yet, but it is set for an early access release when it does come. Currently, Nordic Trolls already has been adding special assets into the game for Halloween and Christmas, so if they're already doing that, something tells me it would likely be this year sometime. They've even suggested minimum hardware requirements as well. They've also mentioned that players should join their Discord, which you can find in my description. If they do have closed alphas and betas, testers and players will probably be selected from the Discord. Obviously it is for PC, but they have also planned to release on the latest gen consoles, and they already have a Linux version for dedicated servers. Thanks for watching, my fellow minions and dodos, and I will see you in the next one.